Dear men, how would you react if a female coworker told you a family member of hers passed away? Coworker could mean a lot of things. I might not even really know you. If we've worked together for years and regularly chat a bit, wishing of condolences would be normal. Maybe a bit of cheering up. But that hug part depends on a lot of things. I'm married. So I'm not going around hugging anyone. That would just be outside the bounds of the way my wife and I are. Which is that we sort of keep our emotions and expressions of them in the family. Since it's a coworker and I'm in a committed relationship, there would not affect the situation. ABC could apply to both male or female. Upon reading again, it's unlikely I'd hug. A mix between A and C. I'd offer my condolences and nothing more. But not really for not having the time for drama. More just that I suck terribly at giving emotional support. Circumstances matter. I could see any of these, depending on which of the coworkers it was in my past. A would be most common. Especially since so many places and people have really strict, or really nebulous rules. B might happen for someone I felt any human connection to. C could happen to quite a few dramatic and hateful. I have known. Oh no. Who is gonna do your work now? #X200B. I almost wish that's a joke. Because it's a joke I regularly make. But we all know there is truth to it. But it mostly depends on my relationship with her. Professionally speaking, I'd offer some quick condolences. And then provide to her what is allowed by the biz, as that is really all I can do. I'll do my best to cover whatever work can be covered. If we're tight, then I treat her like a friend and talk to her how I would talk to any other friend in that situation. How many of you miss your father? My dad died back in 2008, age 75, and I do miss not being able to ask his advice on things and just to talking to him about everyday things. Do I miss him and yet I hate him? He was a good man by all account and loved his children. He got badly hurt one day and spent years on a downhill spiral. In the last 2 years of his life I tried to reach out a dozen times and never really responded back. He hid the fact he was dying under a blanket of lies of his health. Last thing he said to me was, I guess no more fishing, huh? And quote. Why you? Why? Why in the last 2 years didn't you call back or text back? I love my father but I don't miss him at all. He wasn't an absent father, he was in my life every day, but he just failed miserably and was a terrible father. He was emotionally and physically abusive and he's one of the most irrational, close-minded, and hypocritical person I know who takes no accountability at all, and he taught me all the wrong things on how to be a man and I had to learn the right way myself. I still blame him for a lot of the turmoil I experience now as an adult, but what are you gonna do? I still have a relationship with him but we aren't exactly close. I never understood people who complained about not having a father. I would have been better off for sure. He destroyed my confidence. My dad died a year ago. He was hard on me. And pushed me. We didn't always get along or see eye to eye. Especially when I was in college. But after he died I came to realize that everything I had and everything I am is because he pushed me to try harder and overcome. In the last few years before he died he often told me how proud I made him and how happy he was that he got to see me become a man. His father died when he was 13. He's gone and I'm constantly reminded of how he's gone every day. But I go on because that's what he would have wanted me to do. What do people don't tell you about living alone for the first time? If you put something somewhere, it will remain there until you move it. This applies to good things and bad things. I found it can be a slippery slope. I enjoy the solitude. Doing what I want to do. But now I turn down doing things with friends or dates as I get too comfortable. It can be a struggle to want to leave your place of solitude. That cooking for one person is very annoying. It makes you order food online and waste your money. Those $15 you spent on a pizza could buy you ingredients that would be enough for 3 days. It's a special moment that won't repeat. When you have the big day, everyone shows up to help you getting stuff transported for the new home. Ordering pizza. Having a beer. And then your friends and family leaves. And you are in your own home. But alone. It was a strange feeling. I could have cried from happiness and sadness the same time. I still remember it even though it was long ago. When I moved again it didn't feel like this at all. So many perishable food items are designed for more than one person to consume. Be prepared to throw things out or have nothing but that food for several days. I was in shock first night I slept alone. I was surrounded by 3 siblings all my childhood. Then went to boarding school and had roommates. Lived with roommates through university and then suddenly I was alone in my apartment. Just the fact I didn't at least hear someone breath made me uncomfortable. Wasn't long till I made my then boyfriend move in, ha ha ha. This thread is interesting to me. I'm about 40. I've never lived alone. I went from living with parents. My so moving in with me and my parents. Then us getting an apartment and then house. I kind of want to live alone to try it out. But my kids have another 20 years before they're on their own. How are you right now? Mixed bag. I'm happy and fulfilled in my day-to-day life. But if I dwell at all on the state of the world and the challenges facing us that are so far out of my control, most of all climate change, I can easily spiral. I'm basically bopping along enjoying myself with an earth-sized anvil that I sometimes notice hanging over my head. My life is grand. Unsarcastically. With one significant drawback, I'm getting ready to set boundaries with my folks that have a distinct possibility of turning into no contact. I'm terrified. Good Lord. I feel a little lost. Nothing in life is certain right now. I would really like if I had my together at least in one department. But that's just how life is right now. I am trying to overpower my sadness. But sometimes it gets hard. Anticipating the alarm that goes off telling me it's time to make the dreaded 10-foot walk to my work desk. What fresh awaits? How's everyone else doing? Is it too early to be having a good time? I'm not doing good. Maybe to other people I might be doing good, but I'm really dead inside, feeling I have no one to lay my back. Currently I'm working as a tech guy at a bar/club. People dance around me having fun drinking with friends, and I'm looking around and I'm all alone, no one to chat, no one to feel emotions, and I don't try to flirt with girls while working. I don't find it ethical. People say, dude, you're working at a bar/club, get chick, get one night stands. I don't like it and I don't need it. If we can't put emotions in it, it's getting harder and harder to stay strong, but I'm trying. I don't know what will happen to me in few years. I hope I'll be around here. Broke. Pretty depressed and over my current job. Starting classes again next month for second semester computer science stuff, and really stressed I won't be able to keep up. But I gotta try. I gotta believe that I can do it and it'll all be worth it.